Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Ray J's recording studio. We're in episode 6. Today, I wanted to discuss a couple things. Again, like I said, the channel is designed for home recording folks, people that want to get into recording, and some of the approaches. So, say for example, in this episode here, I want to talk about, say I'm a singer-songwriter or just a hobbyist, and I want to record. I don't want to spend a ton of money, but I want something quality. And the first thing, you're going to get a laptop. Depending on what you want to get is, either a Mac or a Windows PC. That's strictly up to you. Myself, I use a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro and also a Mac Mini that I use in my studio. But say, for instance, you have a laptop and you want to start recording. I did my homework, and I was looking to get something small so I could take to my friends' houses, just something that, 2 channels, whatever, real basic interface just to come and go with. I say if I wanted to record somebody just singing or guitar and singing, just something real basic. So what I got today was the solid state Logic. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're really popular for some of their big mixing consoles. And what I got was the SSL 2, so I'm going to show you right here. So what I did was I figured I would show you what was in the contents of the box. This is the box that it comes in. This here is a 2-channel, 2-in, 2-out USB audio interface. USB-C, and you can also use it for 2.0, USB-C to 2.0 to plug into your laptop or whatever your computer device. Of course, Sweetwater, they give you a catalog, as you can see here. If you guys have ever shopped at Sweetwater or are going to, they give you some candy to chew on. Very nice. And then, of course, your thank you card and your receipt, which the receipt is here somewhere here. Okay, right there's the receipt. And what I did is I got this Megami Core Plus TRS to XLR, and I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be using this for later in the video, or maybe on my next video. What I wanted to do was talk to you just about the interface itself, the unboxing of it, and what comes in it. So as you can see here, it comes with a bunch of different stuff. Like, first of all, SSL makes some native plugins. As you can see right down here on the box, it says it comes with Vocal Strip 2 and Drum Strip. If you were to look at those plugins online, they're selling for like $199 a piece. This unit itself is, I think I paid $229 on Sweetwater, plus tax, free shipping, and they offer a great warranty setup too. If you have any issues with any of your gear from them, they'll take care of it, no problem. So what I'm gonna do is, let me move this over here. I'm going to unbox it and kind of run through all the different inputs, what the inputs look like, and then we're going to plug it in and get it set up. Now, looking at this thing here, it says it comes with a bunch of different things like complete, which is like keyboards and stuff, like MIDI samples, along with Loop Cloud. Like I said, the Vocal Strip and Drum Strip from SSL, it's their native plugins, which each of them are $199 a piece. Also, Ableton Live Lite, and Pro Tools First, which you can go on both of their sites and just download these. So I don't think there's much as far as the DAWs go, but let's go back a couple steps here. I was basically talking about, you don't have Studio One, you don't have Pro Tools, you don't have any of these products yet. You're just getting started. So I'll tell you, doing the homework, This SSL2, from what other folks are saying on their recording channels, are saying that this thing is absolutely fantastic. So I like to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to try it on a bunch of things. I'll put some audio up once I start recording with it, but we'll give it a try here, see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to unbox this. This is, again, like I said, this is the SSL2 2-in, 2-out USB audio interface from Solid State Logic. Right now, like I said, there's a lot of folks talking about this, a lot of buzz, and when I spoke to folks at Sweetwater, they can't keep it on their shelves because of how good this thing is. So I'm really, really excited. So here we go. Okay, as you can see here, it's all boxed up real nice and neat. Comes in this fancy little bag here. Let's open this thing up. Alright, so there it is. Alright, and as you can see, you have two inputs. You have your 48 volts on each input for any phantom power. If you're going to use a a microphone that requires 48 volts DC, you got your line in here as far as your instrument inputs go. And then the knobs, they seem pretty nice. They're real nice. They got a kind of remind me of nice mixing console knobs. And then the 4K button here. Now from what I'm hearing, this 4K button gives you a little bit of a sparkle, a little bit of high-end sparkle to it. And they're saying that kind of emulates the 4000 console from the SSL line. So you can see on the back of it here, you have one headphone input, and you got your two outputs for, say, your monitors, and then Neutrik XLR 1/4 inch for either instrument or microphones, and then the USB. This is a C that would go to your laptop or computer or whatever you're going to plan on using. Now, looking at it here, it has their little I guess like the little manual getting started here on what to do. So there's the website on how to get started with these, and there's the SSL2, which I have, and then there's also an SSL2 Plus, which has the MIDI inputs on it too. So that's pretty slick. I can only hope that this thing is as good as they say it is. What you do get with it is you get, in case you have a newer laptop with the C's, USB-Cs, they give you one cable for that, and then also a 2.0 USB with the C. So that's really nice. So this would plug into the interface, and then this would go to your computer, which my Macs are a little bit older, so that'll work out really good. And then the instruction manual on what to do. Alright, so I have it plugged into my laptop, which is over here. You can see here, it's plugged into the USB in, and there it is. It's powered on, so we know that it's good as far as power goes. So let's see here. Let's see what we have to do as far as loading it up on the old MacBook Pro here. So let me see. I can't remember what this is actually considered. I apologize. It is actually 10.12.6. That's the OS Sierra. Now, I was looking at some of the stuff here on the Pro Tools site to see as far as Pro Tools First. That's one of the plugins that come with the unit. Comes with the SSL. And it says down here, as far as system requirements go, let's look here. Full system requirements. It says Intel Mac with operating system Sierra 10.12.6. So the Pro Tools software is going to work on my laptop. So like I said, this is one of the things that you know, you want to know about before you start putting software on your computer. And let me see, I'll go on Safari. And I'm going to type in here the website, which is www.solidstate. Okay, so now it says for me to register a product. So I put my information in there and I'm going to submit the details. It says registration failed. Please try again. What the crap? Okay, it's probably because one of these zeros or O's. So we're going to try that again. Native vocal strips 2 and drum strips. It says here, we're giving you a perpetual license of vocal strip 2 and drum strip. And like I said, these are $199 a piece. So that's $400 just for those 2 plugins. You get that as a perpetual license. You got to have an iLok though. That's one of these devices right here. If you don't know, this is an iLok device. You have to have one of these for that software to work. A couple things to take away from this. Now, say you're new to this whole entire process, and there is enough information on the SSL website. It is incredible. The way that they have it set up on here, and like I said, I've been through a lot of sites trying to activate products. The only caveat to this whole thing is to get the native plugins, because like I said, first of all, the 2 plugins alone, it's incredible that they're doing this, but they're offering 2 SSL native plugins that cost $199 a piece. The only caveat to it is you have to get one of these iLok dongles and you have to set up an iLok account. So it's really important just to remember when you go to buy this unit and you want to use this particular plugin that they offer, the vocal strip and the drum strip. And from what I see online, the vocal strip and drum strip is really, really nice. And a lot of people talk about just the overall quality, what they get out of that plugin inside their session. So thinking about a couple things that they really knocked this thing right out of the park. And what I'm going to do too is in another episode, I'm going to go through a session just using strictly everything that came in this box. I'm not using any of my own stuff. I'm going to do a recording session just with what's in the box. And I'm going to dabble with the Pro Tools DAW along with the Ableton DAW. And it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to just, first of all, get familiar with it, because I use Studio One Professional, and it works great. I love it. That's my DAW of choice right now. But I'm going to check these other ones out, because now that I got this box, and so I'm looking at this that from a right brand new. I never did this before, and looking at the website, how to sign in, putting your email address in, creating a password. They send you an email saying to activate the account. To get the SSL native licenses put on an iLok, you have to have one of these. You have to download the iLok software, which you can go into iLok. I believe it's iLok.com, and it's ILOK, and create an account there. Then you can put your license on that dongle. I installed the SSL through my iLok, and then the next step is to make sure that you install the SSL native. It's the installer, and it's the plugin that actually will make the unit work through either your Mac or your PC. So here's what it looks like. So here, this screen will come up. So you got to unzip the file, or what you want to basically just download the file from the website, from the SSL native website, and then once you do that, you got to hit continue. you know, all that agree, and all this stuff here will come up. Then you hit continue. It's going to take up 1.3 gigs of space on my computer. Install. It's going to ask me for my password. You can't see that. You can't see that. Anyways, install software. And then it's going to install the actual native SSL software. And it's doing its thing. So, all in all, there's like a two-step process. So, first of all, you go on the website, obviously, on the SSL website. Open up your iLock. Once you have the iLock, you know, this one here, this thing. Just recapping what I was talking about. You do the iLock. You get the all the iLock information on there for the two plugins, and then you have to make sure that you use the installer and put that on your computer too. Okay, so I've been messing around with this thing now for about an hour, just toying around. I got it plugged into my laptop, my MacBook Pro, and I just threw on Spotify. I was just kind of listening to the headphones, and it sounds great. I mean, the volume on it's like ridiculous. So I could get behind the drums and play some drums if I wanted to. That's how much gain's on here on the SSL. I want to let you know, when you go to do all the downloads on, first thing first is from the solid state logic registration page. Once you get logged in and you start messing around with downloading, the iLock is a little more involved than I thought, but that's okay. I mean, the main thing is the iLock. You're going to get your license for the two native vocal strip and the drum strip, which you'll have that forever. It's a perpetual license. You get the 6-month trial free of like all the other native plugins from there. So I can give you another option. If you really like the plugins, you can buy them. They're really expensive though. I was looking online. They're like the bus compressors and things like that. And the channel strip itself, just a regular channel strip, is like $2.99. So they're up there. But I'm going to have fun messing with them. And I think if you go and purchase this unit, you'll get a real, sure vibe on what quality plugins are versus, say, some stock plugins that you might get from some of the other vendors, so to speak, the other DAWs that have a bunch of stuff in it. And then what I did was I also loaded Avid Pro Tools first onto my Mac Mini, and it's requiring an iLock. That's Pro Tools. They require you to have an iLock. So you got to have an iLock for the SSL native plugins, all that native plugin stuff, and you also have to have the iLock for Pro Tools first. So when you go to purchase this, if you decide to purchase this unit, make sure that you order an iLock. I can't stress it enough. I have to say it over and over. I know I've said it quite a bit already, but you got to buy one of these jobs right here. Okay, so get one of them because you're going to need it. And like I said, you have to create an iLock account. You have to create an Avid Pro Tools account and Solid State Logic account to get all three things going. So that's even if you wanted to do the Pro Tools route with the SSL. Like I said, it's back to, hey, I'm just learning this whole process, and I know I've been kind of going over this, but you got to make sure that you do all those things because it will trip you up. And if you're not really good with computers, which hopefully you will be, but there's a lot of learning curves, but it's once you get it going, it's going to be so rewarding. You'll be happy. And the folks that are, on my channel and people who are listening to this for the first time that have done this already, it's going to be like whatever, no big deal. But I just want to reiterate, this was targeted for a lot of people that are just starting off. So again, the SSL2, it's sounding great already. And like I said, I'm going to get it started with Pro Tools along with just the the SSL2 plugins and just see what kind of sounds I get. I'm going to demonstrate that for you in my next episode, but this was kind of like a rundown on what you needed to do to get this thing to work. Okay, so anyways, until next time, you guys take care. Subscribe to my channel, please. It's Ray J's Recording Studio, and I will add a second episode for the SSL in action. This thing already, I'm already excited. Just the overall levels of my headphones, and when you plug into a Mac, there's no extra drivers or anything special. You just plug it in, you already can go to town. So, for example, if you don't want to use, say, like nothing. First of all, you don't even want to use the solid state logic plugins or anything. Say you just want to plug it in and get it going. If you have, say, Studio One or Pro Tools already or something like that. Say you're already past the beginning phases of your, recording career. You're already starting to move ahead. You just need something for a quick, travel along, get inspired, go to a friend's house. You want something to plug in. This unit here, I have a good feeling about. This is going to be solid as a rock. So anyways, that's it. Talk to you next time.